At its core, HRV measures the variations between each heartbeat. You might think your heart beats like a metronome, but in reality there's quite a bit of variability in the time between beats. For example, if your heart beats at 60 ppm, it doesn't beat exactly once per second. Rather, there might be 0.8 seconds between two beats and then 1.1 seconds between the next two. The greater variability between your heartbeats, the more ready your body is to respond to stress and perform. This variability is not random. It reflects how your autonomic nervous system responds to stress. The autonomic nervous system has two branches, the parasympathetic and sympathetic. The parasympathetic system is also known as rest and digest system, which helps your body relax and lowers your heart rate, while the sympathetic nervous system triggers the fight or flight response, putting your body into higher stress mode, increasing your heart rate and blood pressure. HRV comes into play when the parasympathetic and sympathetic parts of your autonomic nervous system compete to send signals to your heart simultaneously, like an internal battle. In a healthy and balanced nervous system, both sides have a fair share, leading to higher HRV as neither side dominates. The rest and digest system can prevent the fight or flight system from taking over. On the other hand, if your body doesn't respond well to stress, the sympathetic side gains the upper hand, overpowering the parasympathetic side. This reduces the back and forth variability between heartbeats and lowers HRV. So based on this, you would have to agree that HRV can be a reliable parameter to understand your current state, and that's why it's widely used by professional athletes, coaches, as well as fitness trackers to understand how your training and lifestyle are impacting your HRV. But heart rate variability goes beyond that, as recent research has found a link between HRV and lifespan, including various aspects of health, such as cardiovascular, cognitive, and physical health. Several studies have reported that HRV decreases with age, leading researchers to wonder if older adults who maintained higher HRV would have longer lifespans. And that might actually be true. In fact, in a 2020 study, which you will find in the description, researchers examined HRV in young adults in their 20s, octogenarians in their 80s, and centenarians in their early 100s. Unsurprisingly, the young adults had higher HRV than the older adults. However, the researchers were most interested in the centenarians. They split the 14 people who made it to 100 plus into two groups: lower HRV, 10 to 18 milliseconds, and higher HRV, 27 to 110 milliseconds, and followed them until death. The findings were profound. Centenarians with higher HRV had greater survival rates, living on average 1.6 additional years compared to those with lower HRV. In fact, the subject with the highest HRV, 110 milliseconds, was the longest lived in the group. Other research, including data from Johns Hopkins University, has found that each 10 millisecond increase in HRV was associated with a 20% decrease in the risk of mortality. It's worth noting that HRV tends to decline with age, and it has a strong genetic factor. That's why there are no absolute good or bad values. But in any case, the good news is that no matter where you're at, by implementing a healthy lifestyle and monitoring your HRV to understand how your body responds, you can promote better health outcomes with age. If you have found this video helpful and want to go deeper on the topic, you'll find the full video link in the description. While if you're looking for guidance for your health and longevity journey, we're accepting pre-registrations for our longevity coaching program, a fully customized, data-driven and science-based one-on-one coaching program that will set you on the path to optimizing your health and longevity. We have limited spots available, and you can save yours by visiting the link down below. Thanks a lot for watching, subscribe to our channel for daily longevity-related videos, and see you in the next one.